We need to talk about the offensive line for the Chicago Bears. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL. And here to talk about the Chicago Bears. And we got a whiteboard video here. I am going to break down the offensive line. So get ready here. Let's take a look at this, people. All right, so here is what is listed on ESPN as the Chicago Bears depth chart on their offensive line. Okay. We've got Braxton Jones at left tackle. We've got Cody Whitehair at left guard. We've got center Lucas Patrick. We've got right guard Nate Davis, who we added in free agency. And finally, right tackle Tevin Jenkins. All right, this is what ESPN has listed. This is not what I have listed for the Bears or what I think it'll be. This is just what ESPN has listed. And I wanted to put this here because this was the kind of default last year, right? So what would the new offensive line look like? So I went ahead and kind of wrote down here the projected new offensive line, and I'll tell you my reasoning for each, okay? So we've got Braxton Jones staying at that left tackle spot. That's not changing, and I would go ahead and say Braxton Jones is kind of locked in as a starter. I'm going to go ahead and put a green line under his name just to say, hey, look, he's not changing, all right? So Braxton Jones, he's our left tackle. Left guard, I had Cody Whitehair here for the default, but I'm putting Tevin Jenkins here. Now you might be wondering, Tevin Jenkins, Faiz, really? And the reason is, let me put this right here, I'll explain. The reason is, in a recent interview, I think it was Matt Eberflus said that the expectation is that Tevin Jenkins will slide over the left guard spot. Now, he played the right tackle spot last year. Matt Eberflus said this at the owners' meeting in Arizona. Just read that in an article. And I thought that was interesting, right? They want to move Jenkins around. Now, I don't mind this because Jenkins isn't a guy who's like, okay, he's locked in and solidified in a spot like a Braxton Jones. So, interesting move to say the least. They're kicking him inside to the guard spot. And this makes sense in this aspect. We know that that right guard spot is going to be Nate Davis. And in fact, let's just go there real quick right now and skip down. Nate Davis is going to be the right guard, I believe. He played right guard with the Titans. I think that's his natural spot. That's the spot that I think he's most comfortable with. And I think I want to play the guy we signed at his spot of strength. Okay? Now getting back to Jenkins here, putting him at left guard, interesting. Okay? Interesting to say the least. Now, big sticking point here is going to be the center spot. Lucas Patrick was listed as the default center, but the expectation, again, according to head coach Matt Eberflus, is that Cody Whitehair, and even Ryan Poles mentioned this, is expected to be the center, starting center. So this one, again, is a different one than previously. So Cody Whitehair at the center spot. He's played the center spot before, folks, and he's been successful at it. So I don't hate this, but Cody Whitehair's long been thought of as a guy who was going to be a cap casualty. I thought we were going to get rid of Cody Whitehair, but that's not necessarily the case, all right? We'll get back to this in a second here. And then finally, over here, the right tackle spot, I'm putting a rookie here, okay? The pick, I'm guessing that we drafted number 9, right? Let's say that is PJJ, Paris Johnson Jr., he would slot in at that right tackle spot because right now you would have Larry Borom there, and that cannot be the case going into the season. So let's say we add a rookie here on the right tackle spot, and then I would venture to say that we would probably add a rookie at the center position, meaning we're going to draft one. And this could be a top 64 pick, right? Or I should just say a top pick, right? We've got 2 second rounders, so this could be one of those, right? This could be one of those at that rookie position, or excuse me, at that center position, having a rookie there. So essentially, the line potentially by the end of the season could look like, it could look like Jones. You know what? Let me go ahead and erase this. The line at the end of the season could look like Jones, Jenkins, and then let's say it's a rookie, Davis, and rookie. Okay? So that could be the potential offensive line at the end of the season, and quite honestly, folks, I don't hate it. You know, obviously you'd like to have more experience in starting two rookies. Never a great thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but never a great thing. But wouldn't mind it. But yeah, that could be the scenario. And again, if these rookies turn out to be good, like I think Paris Johnson Jr. could be at that right tackle spot, and then if we draft a center, and there's some good centers in this draft, I think we could be pretty solid here. And so, you could still have the depth of, let's say, a Lucas Patrick, a Cody Whitehair. We still have other guys like a Ja'Tyre Carter, Alex Leatherwood. You get what I'm saying here. But for the most part, I would say these two guys, Jones and Nate Davis, are locked in starters no matter what. They're not moving. And then Tevin Jenkins, to me, a little bit of a wild card here. I'm going to say half locked in and half not. I think he is going to be a starter, but I think he's going to be moved around, right? And I'm going to say the two spots here that we are going to absolutely get a rookie starting by the end of the year is, well, maybe not absolutely. One for sure right tackle, and then potentially a center spot, depending on how it goes with Whitehair and or Lucas Patrick. So that, I believe, is going to be the offensive line for the Chicago Bears at the end of the season, right? This one right here could be the O-line we look at. Again, this could also be Patrick or Whitehair. But let's say they replace him. So there you have it, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Predictions for the offensive line. Agree, disagree. Leave a comment down below as always.